world. This is Charles Paulos and I will be your anchor for today, serving you the hottest and most leading news of ours with no bias, no exception, and nothing but the truth. This is your news, our business. Welcome to the Philippines' #1 broadcasting station nationwide, Avengers News Channel. For today's headline, the school as the key of social system and interaction. The Philippine school as technical core of teaching and learning. The Filipinos with exceptional value of environment. The Philippine educational outcome as first in curriculum. Last, expanding feedback loops of school community and learners, both internal and external programs. The Philippines is school as technical core of teaching and learning. Values give a huge impact in every Filipino, starting of the family and the core of knowledge and skill, which is our dearest school, where the core values are learned and enriched by its mission, standards, and desired outcome. We as Filipino can learn through the school culture that enrich our personal development and the core concept of hospitality, modesty, courtesy, warmth, respect, kapwa, and fatalism. School is not just getting all learning, but to fully inspire and uplift you or us from challenges, mostly to develop our respect, professionalism, and leadership for the entire community. School is our resemblance in building a foundation, driving forces to represent individuality. We must always remember to be makadiyos, makakalikasan, makatao, at makabansa. And to expand details, here's Mr. Rodrigo Gomez Jr. for the Philippines educational outcome as first in curriculum.
Thank you, Mr. Charles Paulos. Educational outcomes. It is the criteria used to select materials, outline content, develop instructional procedures, and prepare tests and examinations. Educational outcomes must be learner rather than educator-based. The actual number of educational outcomes will vary from nursing program to nursing program. Student outcomes are the knowledge, abilities, and work habits that students are expected to acquire by the end of an instructional session, such as course, program, or school year. As defined by schools and teachers, student learning outcomes are statements that describe what students will know, be able to do, or demonstrate after completing or participating in a course or program. And I am Rodrigo Gomez Jr. and this is the Avengers News Channel.
Thank you, Mr. Rodrigo Gomez Jr. This is Avengers News, and we will right back after this break.
Education forms the basis of everything in today's world, including environment. Environmental education imparts knowledge about the current situation and future prospects of nature. It teaches people to explore all the problems related to environment and engage in wise ways of preserving it.
Ang paalala mula sa Department of Education and Department of Environment and Natural Resources. We are the leading news channel in the Philippines, and this is the Avengers News. To expand feedback loop of school community and learners in internal, here's Mica Fulgado for details.
So thank you, Mr. Paulos. So now let's move on to an internal feedback loop. Internal feedback loop is employed when a student collects feedback from the teacher or in a whole class to maintain a good instructional process. The most important thing a teacher can do for his or her student is to give detailed and accurate feedback. Internal feedback has the purpose of increasing student achievement outside its current level. They are progressing toward higher academic accomplishment due to an internal feedback loop. So I will give you an example. Ma'am Hernandez is a professor. She has over 20 years of experience as a teacher and she knows different teaching methodologies. She separates everything she teaches, how she explains it, and how she assesses the progress of students to ensure that each student obtain teaching that they can understand. She takes notes on the examination, quizzes, and assignments and schoolwork to let students know how well they are doing. Ma'am Hernandez wants her learners to get better at what they do. Instead of simply marking a grade, she constantly adds a note such as, all you can do is to try your best, keep working, you're almost there, or give me more. So in this way, the student will understand that she or he needs to improve. And I am Nicole from Fulgado, and this is the Avengers News.
Thank you so much, Miss Fulgado. And now for the external feedback loops. This is Nicole Nazarene Francisco for news.
Thanks, Mr. Charles Cornelio Paulos. So we are here to interview a student from URS Morong, an engineer student, and we will ask about their feedback to their teacher again.
So, yung feedback ko po sa mga teachers ko o professors ko ngayon is, sobrang saya ko po na isa po ako sa mga estudyanteng tinuturuan nila dahil napaka-dedicated po nila dun sa profession na napili po nila.
I am Nicole Nazarene S. Francisco and this is Avengers News Channel.
Thank you, Miss Nicole Francisco. Once again, this is Charles Paulos, serving you the hottest and most dating news of ours with no bias, no exception, and nothing but the truth. This is your news, our business. Welcome to the Philippines Dating News Channel, the Avenger.